600A, Unit 4 practice test. And I can't get color, but I got black. So we're going to be writing in black today. So Unit 4, first question, the whole number 294 is divisible by 2. Well, I know it's divisible by 2 because it's an even number. The question is it divisible by 3? And 3 goes into 29 9 times, and that would leave 2, and 3 goes into 24 8 times. So yeah, it is divisible by 3. And then, is it divisible by 6? And if a number is divisible by 2 and 3, then it's divisible by 6. So I know it's divisible by 6. And then the question, is it divisible by 7? And I just do long division. So 7 goes into 29 4 times. 7, 294. Goes 4 times. That's 28. Bring down a 1. And 7 goes into 14 twice. So yeah, all of those, so this is true. It goes into 2, 3, 6, and 7. And you could just use your calculator. Or I just do long division. All the factors of 42 are 1, 2, 6, 7, 14, 21, and 42. Well, 1 times 42, that's 42, so those are factors. 2 times 21 is 42, so those are factors. 6 times 7, so that's 42, and 14, let's see, 14 times 3, 2, carry a 1, yeah, it's 42. So we're missing a 3. Everything else matched up. So this is false. The other thing you could have done is you could have just noticed that there's nothing to match up with the 14 times what. So there's either too many or not enough, but it's not all of them. The decimal number 0.16 is an example of a terminating decimal. Yeah, it terminates right at the 6. It doesn't go on. Like pi, 3.142, whatever. It goes on forever. Or 0.1/3 is 0.333333333. It goes on forever. But this terminates right here after the 6. So that's true. What is the greatest common factor? So it's a factor. It's common to both. It's in both 16 and 25, and it's the biggest number. It's of the factors. It's the biggest. It's in both, and it's a factor. So factors of 16, 1, 16, 2, and 8, and 4, and 4. Those are all the factors. And I guess we only have to list 4 ones. So for 16, 25 is 1 and 25, and 5 and 5. All right, I guess we only have to list 5 ones. So the only common factor is 1. So I'm going to put a 1 there. Okay, what's the least common multiple? So it's a multiple, like your multiplication times tables. And it's common to both, it's in both, and it's the littlest number. So 30, multiples of 30. 30 times 1, 30. 30 times 2, 60. 30 times 3, 90. 30 times 4, 120. 30 times 5, 150. I'll stop there. Now let's do 45. 45 times 1, 45. 45 times 2, 90. There, we got something common. And since we're trying to find the least, 90 is going to be the littlest, or the least. All right. Rewrite 8 2/5 as an improper fraction. Use the divider line for the fraction line. Okay. So 8 2/5. What you do is you take the whole number, you multiply it by the denominator, then you add it to the numerator. So 8 times 5 is 40, plus 2 is 42. And you change the numerator, and you keep the denominator the same. And then you go 5 goes into 42 8 times, and it leaves 2 left over. 8 2/5. Yeah, we did it. So 42 over 5. I'll put it over here. 42 over 5. And rewrite this as a decimal number. Okay, to convert fractions to decimals, you divide. So step 1, I would convert it to an improper fraction. So we have 42 over 5. And let's divide the denominator into the numerator. And you'll get a decimal number. And we all are, you know what, I already knew it was 8. We could have just kept the whole number right there and put a decimal here. And we could have just divided 5 into 2 and put a decimal right there. Because it's 0. But anyway, let's do it this way. So 40, you bring down a 2, 0. 5 goes into 2. Bring the decimal straight up, this decimal that we created. 5 goes into 24 times. So as a decimal number, it would be 8.40. And again, the 8's already a whole number, so that's not changing. And then we had 2, I'll do it up here, 2 over 5, and that's the same as 5 divided into 2. 5 doesn't go into 2, so we put a decimal, put a 0, and we make 2 into 2.0, and they're the same. So 5 goes into 24 times. 4 times 5 is 20, no remainder. So yeah, there, we made it, and then we just combine the whole number and our number that's less than 1, and we get 8.40. Okay, number 8. Put the following fractions in order of smallest to largest. Okay, I think the easiest way to do this is to convert them all to decimals. And we already did this. 2/5 is 0.4. 1/4, I happen to know that, is 0.25. But if you didn't, just go 4 divided into 1, make 1 1.0, and it would be 4.25. And then we got 7/20. Well, I don't know what that is. 7/20. 7/20. Whoops, I did it backwards. Denominator on the outside, numerator on the inside. 20 goes into 7, it doesn't, so I put a decimal. And I make 7, 7.0. 20, whoops. 20 goes into 70 3 times. 3 times 20 is 60. Bring down a 1, 0, bring down another 0. 20 goes into 100 5 times. 5 times 20 is 100. We're done. So 0.35. So there are my 3. So smallest will be this one. Smallest. Whoops. 2. 2 is the smallest. Second, 3 is the second one. And 1 is the largest. So there. That's smallest to largest. And we have our next 8. And then we'll do 2. So I think we have 10 left. I skipped number 9. You guys don't want to do that. There it is, number 9. What is the prime factorization? So that means we factor it. Whoa, we just got big. We'll leave it big for this problem, but then I'm switching back. We factor it till we have nothing but prime numbers. So 135, I know 5 goes into that. 5 times 20 is 100, and 5 times 7 is 35, so 27. And I know 27 is 9 times 3. And I know 9 is 3 times 3. So there, 5, 3, 3, and 3 are all prime. So it's there's 1 5. and there's 3 times 3 times 3, or 3 cubed. So that's what I'm kind of looking for. Boom. There it is. I see it. It's right there. 1 5 and 3 3s. If I multiply all those together, I'll get 135. 3 times 3 times 3 times 5 is 135. Which fraction does the model represent? So a fraction is the part over the total. That's what a fraction is. Like if you eat half a pie, there's 2 halves, so 1 over 2. Okay, the total here, I mean this is one board, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slats. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are blue. So 6 over 8 is what I'd say this model represents. Or you could even put 2 over 8 if you wanted to say this model represented the blue slats. Maybe the slats that aren't painted. And 6 over 8, I see it. I was going to say I might have to reduce it. But they don't want me to. And so I'm not going to. And now we have to do number 11. Let's see if I can make this go down. Number 12. Oh, there's 5/7. I didn't see that bottom fraction. Okay, let's do that. I got 3 problems on the screen. I told you I was going to make it smaller, but I'm not going to because it's still working. Now my pen's not working. Man, this has been a problem today. Maybe it's the rain. Come on, pen. Thickness. Maybe sometimes if I turn this off, word not responding. And I got it back. Okay. All of the following are equivalent fractions. That means they're equal. 7/21. Let's simplify it. So when I get these types of questions, I just simplify. 7 goes into 7 once. 7 goes into 21 3 times. Because I recognize that 7 goes into 21. So 9 and 27. 9 goes into 9 once. Because 9 goes into 27. And 9 goes into 27 3 times. So those are the same. Those are equivalent. 4 and 12. 4 goes into 12. So 4 goes into 4 once. 4 goes into 12 3 times. And now, this is an except, so I know this has got to be the right answer. Because all of these the first 3 are equivalent. But let's just do it anyway. 5 goes into 20. 5 goes into 5 once. 5 goes into 24 times. That one is different than the first 3. So which of the following fractions is not in simplest form? So which of these can we reduce? Can't reduce this one. There's no number that goes into 7 and also goes into 12. 6 and 21. Is there a number that goes into 6 and 21? Yeah, the number 3 does. 3 goes into 6 twice. 3 goes into 21 7. So I can simplify that one. Let's make sure these others, no number goes into 5 that also goes into 17, and no number goes into 3 that also goes into 14. So we got it right. Complete the inequality. Inequality is less than or greater than. Okay. Inequality. That's what inequality means. They give you the symbols here. Okay, so 9/20 and 15/36. Well, let's see. We can simplify 15/36. So let's simplify it. 3 goes into 15. 3 goes into 15 5 times. And 3 goes into 36 12 times. So I've got 9/20 or 5/12. And that didn't help. I still don't know which is bigger. If I had a calculator, I could go 9 divided by 20 and 5 divided by 12. But I don't have a calculator, so I'm going to have to do old standard math. 20 goes into 9. It doesn't. Bring the decimal. 20 goes into 90 4 times. 4 times 20 is 80. Bring down a 10. Bring down another 0. Bring that down. That's an arrow, not a 1. Okay, so 20 goes into 100 5 times. That wasn't bad. So 9/20ths is the same as 0.45. Now we got to do that for 5/12. 12 goes into 5. It doesn't. But it goes into 50. 12 times 4. That's 48. Bring down to 2. Bring down to 0. 12 goes into 20 once. Whoops, I forgot to bring up my decimal. Don't do that. So 0.45 versus 0.41. 0.45 versus 0.41. Boop. The arrow always points to the smaller number. All right, we're down to 14, so we got to do 14, 15, 16. Oh, I said I was going to make this a little smaller. So we're at 120%. There's 110. And I got to make it, if I make it just a little smaller, we'll get 14 on the screen. No, we didn't. But maybe if I do this, we will. Maybe. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Man, what is going on here? My computer doesn't like these Word files. So I made these. I wish my computer was more friendly to me. Come on. I got people waiting for this. Okay. There, we got 3 problems. Rewrite 19/3. Now you know what. The pen doesn't work, of course. This computer. Boom. Okay, I turned my little writer pad off and on. And what do I have now? Nothing. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we're back. I'm trying to get this thing to write. It's doing everything but. So, let's see. Now I don't even know where my cursor is. There it is. Please. All it'll let me do is the thickness. Oh man, we were doing so good. So sometimes when it does this, it comes back. And it did. Okay. Rewrite 19/3 as a mixed number. So this is this 19 divided by 3. That's all a fraction is. So 3 and mixed number, we want to keep it as a fraction. So 3 is going to stay in the denominator. But first of all, we got to see if the 3 goes into 19. And it does. 3 goes into 19 6 times. Because 6 times 3 is 18. So 19 minus 18 leaves 1 left over, a remainder of 1, and it's still over 3. There it is, 6 1/3. Which of the following fractions has the same value as the decimal 0.48? Well, I know 48 over 100 does. And I could simplify that to 24 over 50. So I just took half of each of those. And then can we simplify 24 over 50? 2 goes into 24 12 times. 2 goes into 50 25. Any of those out there? There's 25 over 12. That's backwards. There's 12 over 25. Let's go right here with my answer. 10 over 48 is not right. That would be wrong. 5 over 24 is not right. Yeah, the only one would be 12 over 25. And those fractions are really hard to read. Round 7/18 to the nearest half. Well, half of 18 is 9. Round it to the nearest half. So we have 7/18. So it could be 0, the distance from 7/18, or it could be 1. So and 1's the same as 18/18. So the middle would be 9/18. So 7/18 is closer to 9/18 than it is to 0/18. So 1/2. This number is closest to 1/2 than it is to 0 or 1. Okay, round each mixed number to the nearest whole number, and then estimate the difference. Okay, so 3/8, is that closer to 0 or 1? 4/8 is half, so it's closer to 0. So I'm just going to leave that as a 0 and make this 23. And then is 2/9 closer to 0 or 1, which is 9/9. 2/9 is closer to 0/9 than it is to 9/9. So I'm going to leave this as 0. 0, 0. So it's this 23 minus 11. 23 minus 11 is 12. That's my answer. And it's an estimation because we just rounded the fractions off. So this is where we got into trouble last time. And there's only one left, so come on. Come on, computer. There are all our answers. And it was answer 11. And our last problem. Please. Look at that. There, it came back. Okay, our answer was 11. And key point, I think that's supposed to be the point. The point on the number line is located at which of the following mixed numbers? Well, it's definitely 4. It's not all the way to 5, so it's 4. And remember, a fraction is just the parts over the whole. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total spaces between the 4 and the 5, and this has over 2 of them. So I got 4 2/5 right here. And you can eliminate the 5 stuff because we're not even to 5, so we're definitely not past 5. And 3's are back. This is the 3 region, and we're past that. See, so we're down to 2 answers, and 4 2/5 is the correct answer. We made it. It wasn't easy. Hope you guys are having a good day. We're almost done with this semester. So one more unit after this test.